We roll.
Huh? I was going to take one of them.
You good, we roll.
All right.
Reading on, verse 22.
Yeah.
1 Samuel 15 and 22. And Samuel said, have the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of ram.
Yeah, to obey Yahweh is better than sacrifice them burnt offerings, man. You sitting out here, Salaki. People sitting out here thinking they know the Lord, and
like
the Lord supping
church?
with them. Yeah,
Even
that's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
church?
The Lord supping with them. They blessed and highly favored, man. You doing all that in vain, man. You sitting up there preaching and dancing and beating the concrete with your feet, Jehovah wickedness and all that, man. You doing all that in vain, man. Because it's better to obey Yahweh than to do those sacrifices. You sitting out there and say you sacrificing your body, fellowship and doing this and that, man. That's all for naught.
You can give a sacrifice of a fool as well, man.
Right.
You know? So it's better for you to obey what the Lord say rather than to come out here doing the work. You're making a sacrifice by doing this. Yeah. It's better to obey him and follow his order than to even step foot out here and put a Bible in your hand, man. Because the scriptures say what? Some would need to be taught all over again, roughly paraphrasing. I don't want to butcher the scripture, but a lot of these people need to be taught again. It shouldn't even be out here teaching.
Well, yeah, well,
especially these Christian pastors, man.
Well, when you coming into the truth, you gotta come in as renewed, reborn like a newborn babe, man. You gotta clear your mind, man. You gotta clear your mind, and like when you read these scriptures, man, you gotta visualize, man. You can't just read it and you just reading the words. You gotta get that picture, man. You know.
You got it.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is an iniquity and adultery.
For rebellion is like witchcraft, man.
The sin of witchcraft.
Yeah, it's the sin of witchcraft.
You're a witch. And the scriptures say what? Yeah. I mean, if that replies to you of rebellion, be rebellious, it's the sin of witchcraft, man. And the scriptures say, I suffer not a witch to live, man.
So, what that's saying, what that's saying, I mean, we ain't God said, the scripture said
it. Thus saith the Bible.
You know?
Because we just reading the Bible.
That's all we doing. We're just reading the Bible, bro. You know?
Got something?
Yeah, we can go to Exodus 32 and 7. You know, because it is, man. You rebelling and bucking up against the Lord, man, the creator of all things, man. The Lord was using you as a vessel, man, to sit out here and try to wake up his hopeful elect, prophesize and wake up his hopeful elect. The Lord said he can raise up rocks, man. The Lord can raise up these rocks, man.
Yeah.
They had him prophesizing, man. And he chose you, man, and you called. Well, Salaki, you're right, not chose, called, yeah, Salaki, the water.
We still called.
Yeah, you know, the water.
Until we get on, step foot on those chariots, you know, that's when we can say, hey, we the elect.
Right.
Until we get on them chariots.
Gotta keep pushing.
You know, we gotta keep pushing. I don't care if, you know, we could be all the way at the end. That's how the Most High deal in mysterious ways.
Hey,
you see?
We can equate that to Carlito's way. Carlito changed his life. He thought he was gonna make it a paradise.
Straight and narrow.
He set up there. He did what he did to Benny Blanco. He thought he was gonna step on that train. Yeah. Benny Blanco walked his ass down and took him out of here, man.
A lot of people think they're gonna cruise into a chariot, man.
Yeah.
Because the Most High is you gotta fear the Most High. It's scary, almost.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, you could be doing the work, you could be out here week in, week out, and then all the way at the end, he could not. You don't know if you're the chosen or not. So that's why you got to fear the Lord, because you could be out here pushing a word, and then all of a sudden, the Lord, he already had us chosen from the beginning, but he could use you. He could use you as a vessel for the wicked. He could use you as a vessel just to pull other people in, and then not choose you at the same time. So you gotta fear. You know, that's why you want to pray. You want to pray. You want to send up them prayers, and you want to be humble. You want to be humble. You got Matthew chapter 14, Matthew 24 and 14. Yeah, you want to be humble in this thing, because, hey, none of us chosen, you know, and that's how you could tell who the Most High dealing with, because you look at the most humblest people in Israel, and that's the apostles, because look, they regular men, just like everybody else. They regular men, but you know they special in the Most High's eyes. And I'm not, you know, trying to, you know, what you call it, kissing ass or not like that. Right, I'm not man pleasing. I'm just saying what it is, you know. And all of us up here, we subscribe to it, because when you learn about this truth, we know who to go to, because it's deeper. The rabbit hole goes deeper. First you learn you're an Israelite, but then when you want to learn deeper things, we all know who to go to when we want to learn the breakdowns about the scriptures. You know, these other camps don't go that deep, you know.
I think you're looking for the business number.
Let's get the scriptures, bro. You got them.
Yeah, Matthew 24 and 14, right? Mm-hmm. This is Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all.
And gospel means good news. So this gospel the scriptures say this gospel is going to be preached. Yeah, you got it.
All right. In all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then will end come.
Yeah, the end will come then. So guess what? The scripture says the gospel is going to be preached. So it's going to be preached regardless, whether you like it, whether you do it or not.
And we know, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
And we know that, we're approaching the end by the way the prophecies are speaking.
Yeah.
The prophecies are speaking more and more each day that we at the end, huh?
Yeah.
All of us know out here know that. We can see it.
We can see it happen right in front of us.
Yeah.
So it's going to be. The scriptures say this gospel is going to be preached all the way to the end. So it's going to be preached whether you in it or whether the Most High, just like the Akim saying, he could bring up rocks to preach his word. But it's going to happen. The scripture said. But we got faith. We believe in the scripture. So the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, could use you as the vessel all the way up until the end, and then decide, look, no, I just used him just to bring him in.
Right.
And then he part of the 2/3.
Yep.
You know?
Take him right back out.
That's right. So that's, you got it.
But I'm just going to say a quick point that basically everybody has a purpose.
Right.
Whether it's for your own salvation or your own destruction.
Right.
That's why we can never tell what our future is.
So all of us, we take that in account as well. All of us have to abide by that, because none of us know that we chosen. We just trying our best to be humble and trying our best to do the work of the Lord, because we strive to be the elect. We believe it, so we're going to keep that up. But we're not going to have an attitude of being proud and you know, just trying to take brothers down and stuff and come up against the people who taught us.
Right.
Why would you come? Right. Why would you come up against the people that taught you? You know, you're supposed to show a certain amount of respect, a loyalty to the people that taught you.
Yeah.
You know. And
it's like giving back.
Yeah. That's
It's what you call being honorable.
That's
right.
I was looking for that.
What, you shouldn't bite the hand that feeds you. You know, Esau doing all types of things in this world now, you know?
You see that when people do that, we wouldn't be no better than the rest of the people that does this. Because there's a whole bunch of people out here that ain't honorable. You give them your hand, they'll take your whole arm.
Yeah.
And that's what guys that come into the truth do when they leave. They take a handful, they take a whole armful, and they leave with it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna bring out, matter of fact, you got Deuteronomy 28:68, because if certain scriptures like this let us know that we the Israelites, you know, certain scriptures let us know that we're Israelites, and this scripture can be considered deep because these are in the churches. They'll use this scripture to identify with Israel, you know. So in reality, that scripture is deep. You know, it's the basics. That's what you learn when you know, oh, I'm an Israelite, you know. Matter of fact, bring it up.
This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
See? Now, what other nation went into Egypt again with ships?
And that's all.
You know?
In Egypt, you don't need ships.
Right.
It's right there. It's not the sand any damn place.
That's right.
But when you look at it, who was the only one that went to bondage? When you look up the word Egypt, that means bondage.
Bondage, yeah. The so-called Native Americans, the so-called Negroes, and the so-called Hispanics went into Egypt again with ships. Because whether you notice it or not, you know, the so-called Hispanics went on those ships first, before the so-called southern tribe, right? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
Yeah. Yep.
The Native Americans, specifically the tribe of Gad and Reuben, and even Ephraim, the southern tribe, the northern tribe went on those ships first.
Right.
You know, and if you look at the traits of history, every time the Most High decided to punish the nation of Israel, who he went to first? He went to the northern tribe first. Then he got the southern tribe. The Most High, he deals in order. The Most High, he don't change.
Back to that key word again.
Right?
Order.
Order.
Yep.
The Most High is in order.
Yep.
I had this. Where is that scripture of order?
What is it?
About order. Okay. The Most High deals in order.
Because that's actually a key thing in this factor, really. Without order, you have what? What's the opposite of order? Chaos.
Disorder.
Disorder.
Oh, I got one right here. 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decently and in order. You know?
All right. So that's the Most High. And the Most High, he controls everything, you know? So the Most High is not out of order. So when you go up against the order, who you think set that up? That's not of man, you know? The Most High is a spiritual being. And we are created in his image. So we are spiritual beings, you know? But who's ruling now? They are carnal beings. Esau is ruling right now. The wicked. You know? The wicked is ruling right now.
I got another quick precept if you ain't found it.
You can bring it up.
All right, this this is Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, to them who are called according to his purpose.
Yep, according to his purpose. So the Most High has a purpose for each and every last one of us.
And there's a purpose, the reason why some of us come into the truth different times than others, man, because that's still order, man.
Yep. So you really are at certain points, you know, I know a lot of brothers be like, damn, I wish I would have known this truth years ago. The Most High had a purpose for you to come in at a certain specific time.
Right.
Certain things that you had to go through down the line in order for you to be built up.
Right.